Hello everybody and welcome to the next round of the Big Sports Dota 2 Cup. Oh, unfortunately I haven't put on my open mic again. But today we have Imba Battlenet versus Aurochs. Vega's making an awful lot of background noise while I'm talking.
What?
It sounds absolutely dreadful, but hopefully that'll stop very, very shortly. It's still going.
Why? What's happening? Um,
All the crunching.
Crunching. Is it fine now?
10 seconds remaining.
Is it
Wow,
okay?
your
Is it
mic
okay now?
is your mic is really not working right now.
5 seconds remaining.
And
It's
Reserve time.
okay, just can you hear through it now, or do I have to turn it off?
Team ban.
it's okay now. It's okay now.
Okay, fantastic. Well, sorry about that, everyone, and welcome to Aurochs. I thought they were just Aurochs versus. As we all know, we know them, we love them, but we're not going to root for them because, of course, it's an equal game, and we just might just love to see teams play properly. That's all we're after. Imba Battlenet, and we are already seeing the first bans. And the standard ones that you respect. Again, we talk about this a lot. If you ever listen to us, of course, we don't have a lot of views on this channel because we've just switched to it. But we're a lot more popular on our old channel. You will know that we say all the time it's a little bit depressing. We're just all waiting for the update because we're waiting for those balances. At the moment, we know what's going to be banned out. Nyx Assassin, Darkseer, it's between those guys. Bat Rider,
10 seconds. 10
Bat Rider
seconds
Undying.
remaining.
It's all the kind of same story
5
over
seconds remaining.
and over again. Oh, Magnus. Oh, and actually
Oh.
Shadow Demon, another support. There you go. You can hear the nice, oh, okay, that one instead. But, you know, you normally see them, and there's always a strategy to it. For example, now if Imba want to pick up Magnus, they have the opportunity to. I
Oh,
don't think
keeper.
they're big fans, but there we go, magically. And now Aurochs are probably going to pick up Keeper, and
Well-
maybe. Who do you think next,
Well,
JD?
really weird actually that Keeper of the Light makes it through the pool because it now Aurochs have an opportunity to pick up Keeper of the Light and Phantom Lancer, and we know how good those two are together. They've pretty much dominated the meta together, and just how good those two heroes work together is kind of the reason that Keeper of the Light is being almost
10 seconds
instantly
remaining.
first banned, but Wisp is going to be picked up instead by Aurochs, and they've gone immediately for Puck, just to try and counter that Magnus in mid, and maybe even a Queen of Pain if Imba wanted to go there. So no Keeper picked up in the first round of picks. Very, very interesting, especially seeing that he wasn't banned out, and Imba went for the Shadow Demon instead. So this lets Imba pick up the Keeper if they want him. I wouldn't be surprised if they did pick him up, because Keeper, the best support in this version. And it just kind of shows how much teams respect Wisp right now that Aurochs have first picked him over a Keeper of the Light.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, I think this is the first time if ever we've actually seen Keeper not being first picked, but we
5
always
seconds
we mention it
remaining.
whenever they appear. He's a hero that you easily forget, or it's a hero that you easily forget. Wisp, so insanely powerful, and global strategy is something that really teams are struggling to deal with at the moment. There isn't a successful counter. You can't put a team fight team up against it, and that's why Wisp is so great, especially against heroes like Magnus and a composition that works well with him. Because Teamfight and Wisp don't mix. Wisp takes the carry out of the game before it's over, and Puck, my favourite mid. If you've ever listened to me before, you know how much I love Puck. Puck is going to be playing mid, Wisp being the big support of the game, but Imba Battlenet respond by picking up one of the best carries at the moment, Lifestealer. Someone who actually does a decent job against the ever-feared Phantom Lancer when he gets on Mjolnir. And if he gets the Skullbasher too, generally they have quite a nice time against him, although it is necessary to get a little bit more help if you really want to stop the mode at the moment.
Yeah, certainly, and Imba Battlenet deciding that Lifestealer is a better choice, and really nice to see finally teams, even though they're both in the pool, not picking up what has been known and referred to now as Cancer Lancer, which is Phantom Lancer plus Keeper of the Light, which is just so destructive. Keeper of the Light gets picked up anyway by Imba Battlenet. There we go. We were expecting it. It was bound to happen at some point, and Imba decide we may as well have him. Aurochs gave him away. There's no harm in picking him up, but they took a lot of their reserve time thinking about who they actually wanted to pick up in that second picking slot just then. And Aurochs now have the opportunity to pick someone up. And there's Bounty Hunter, they've picked him up, and now they get to ban all the heroes that could be good against him, and that's pretty important, because Bounty Hunter is one of those heroes that he can have an amazing time, and he can impact the game so much if you can limit what the opponents choose, if you can give him a really nice lane.
Well, we've seen Imba come against a bounty hunter before. We were talking about in that version in particular not having a great counter to him, but they came up with work, and it was an incredible sight to see. But I have to say, this is a team that so far it surprised me that Aurochs has not picked up their hard
10
carry to go with
seconds
Wisp.
remaining.
Normally, you want to pick it up before the first banning stage with whoever
5
you go
seconds
going with Wisp,
remaining.
because let's face it, now Imba are probably going to be trying to ban out absolutely everyone that they can that's
Reserve
best
time.
with Wisp. We're probably expecting to see tiny bans, Chaos Knight bans, and all that kind of thing, because it just works so nicely. There you go, the Chaos ban, I called it.
Team
You will
ban.
be seeing it because Wisp makes teams lose control of their bladder. There's no other term for it. It's just terrifying, and Aurochs didn't have a much nicer time here for banning. They don't have to fearfully pick away. They can kind of decide what they want to get rid of. They're going to be focusing on supports. Disruptor, a hero that's such a strong counter to Wisp because, well, Glimpse and Kinetic Field, and actually no, I take it back. Disruptor isn't that good against Wisp because you can't get off the Glimpse. But it's still a real pain, and it's not bad because the second they come in, you do use it. I take that back again. There we go. I've worked it out. I worked out how it works nicely. I knew
10
there was a counter
seconds
somehow.
remaining.
He just has to glimpse them back, and all of a sudden they're exactly back where they were and
5
relocates for
seconds
nothing.
remaining.
Very good job. And of course, Aurochs don't want that. They also probably want to get away any strong heroes like Bane,
Dire
people that
team
work
ban.
nicely with Keeper of the Light, and actually Gyrocopter, another hero that works very
Radiant team
very
ban.
strongly and could be a hint that Aurochs are looking for a Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, Gyro's one of those carries that you just kind of have to ban at any main. He's going to be quite good in mid versus Puck with the flat cannon. Is going to do an awful lot of damage to Puck. Puck really can't survive very long against Gyro just because the amount of harass that he can bring down. Just spamming the flak cannon. Imba Battlenet get rid of Sand King, which is quite a nice ban. They needed to make sure
Radiant
that he's
team
out because of his team fight potential. And he can really give Aurochs tri-lane an awful lot, especially with a Wisp. Silencer as well. Completely banned out by Imba Battlenet. He can counter the Magnus and the Lifestealer if he can pull off a good ultimate, and Storm Spirit drafted by Imba Battlenet. He's a hero that we see an awful lot going mid recently. I saw him go offlane with Dendi not too long ago when they just couldn't deal with him. If he gets that very fast Orchid, he just absolutely destroys games.
Well, he's the essence of a mid-game carry. He snowballs and snowballs and snowballs to the point where in the mid-game he
10
is
seconds
absolutely
remaining.
unbeatable. And only when it gets to late and the other carries have managed to get a little
5
bit more farm,
5
providing
seconds
they haven't been
remaining.
completely shut down by Storm Spirit, that there's any chance of it. And let's face it,
Reserve
if
time.
anyone is going to be great for trying to deal with Wisp, it's going to be Storm Spirit. He's invulnerable to the tether if he uses his ultimate to get through to it. If he gets the farm that's necessary, he can use Electric Vortex and just take away that overcharged carry. He has the ability to really cause some trouble, and he's great against Nature's Prophet, the untalked about counter for him, because Ball Lightning straight through the trees. But the picks are flying. Imba finished their tri-lane with Rubik. We're going to be seeing possibly Magnus looks like Magnus on the offlane, Storm Spirit in mid, unless they try and do the Dendi Storm Spirit offlane. And Rubik can keep a supporting Lifestealer, but for Aurochs we're going to have Wisp and this makes a very confusing lane, but they're of course going for the Wisp and Ricky combo. Wisp is going to be supported by Ricky. Puck's going to be going mid. Nature's Prophet's going to be jungling, and Bounty Hunter's going to be on the offlane.
Yeah, Ricky last picked up by Aurochs. He's a hero that can counter Storm Spirit very, very nicely. If you can relocate on top of him and give him that quick smoke, and if you can get up a Diffusal Blade quickly on Ricky, Storm Spirit has nowhere to go, and he gets killed very, very fast. So the Ricky drafted by Aurochs just to
10
stop that
seconds
Storm Spirit,
remaining.
and I can imagine that's probably going to go quite well. I've seen Ricky's
5
getting drafted up
seconds
more and
remaining.
more recently. He's a hero that the teams are just favouring over a lot of other people to try and counter these Storm Spirit picks and Queen of Pains. And I want to see him do well, because I'm yet to see a Ricky actually do what he's meant to do.
Yeah, well, Ricky is one of these heroes that is absolutely fantastic if it's done right. It has to absolutely be done correctly, because if you don't get the smoke off, you are then a useless hero. Your entire job is to get that perfectly, get it in the middle of the fight, and that's that done. It's literally Everything comes down to that smoke, and if you don't pull it off, well, then you're just not good enough. Your role as Ricky is to get the smoke down and then skirmish, try and kill off the supports, because that's the main kind of lifeline to the team, especially before the carries are extremely, extremely farmed.
Yeah,
But
and
we don't see it very often. Sorry.
no, definitely not. I mean, we never really see Ricky picked up, but Ricky is one of the heroes. If he gets farmed, he's probably one of the hardest carries in the game. He's just too easy to counter mid and early to mid game, and not until he gets really loads and loads of items. He doesn't really do much, but he absolutely completely counters pretty much any other carry right now. If you can throw up that smoke, there's almost nowhere to go. And I do expect Ricky to have a good game here because the tri-lane from Imba, even though it's strong, I think Ricky can do okay. They only have one hard disable, which is the Rubik telekinesis, and Ricky should be able to survive in lane.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a little bit of trouble because other people are trying to be casting them. So Imba just, we're their favourites. We don't know what to say. We're so happy. But we can roughly guess. I'm obviously, JD always handles the Radiant. I always handle the Dire. So I'm going to guess which one Dubas and CA are going to do. I'll just trade it around because, you know. But let JD run through the Radiant and then I'll switch over to Aurochs and the Dire.
Yeah, and just guess. So we'll hopefully have that. So RR will be taking up the life stealer. Infamous will be on his Rubik like normal. IRQ on the heavy support. We'll be taking up Keep of the Light. Joker, Magnus looks like they're going to be putting Magnus in mid and MNT on the Storm Spirit.
Absolutely. Now if we switch over to the Dire, it is Boz. There is Dubas disconnected, but so far we know that there is Seema on the Ricky, Tony Montana on Puck, Ala Madrid on the Wisp, and CA and Dubas will either be getting, oh for goodness sake, now their names for now I forget what heroes. JD, help me! No, shut. What heroes were there? Go on, be amazing.
What heroes the Aurochs chose?
What are the other two heroes Aurochs have left because they've escaped my mind?
Oh, it's been a very long time. What are the two heroes that Aurochs chose? I cannot remember who they drafted. I cannot remember who they drafted, but hopefully we'll see very soon who they drafted. Of course, you can't flick up the screen and have a look. Yeah, there was definitely a Prophet in there. And Bounty Hunter, well done, Joe.
Somebody give me a medal as best memory caster in the world, and all of Oh, he can't reconnect, so we have to remake. We're very, very sorry about this, but of course we now have a beautiful splash screen for you to listen, for you to deal with, and unfortunately we'll be silent. We'll be switching soon with people. We'll be having beautiful music soon, so don't you worry. Just keep on tuned in. But as for now, and unfortunately we'll be a little bit quiet. You'll miss our beautiful voices. Well, you'll miss JD's beautiful voice and my slightly ruffled one. But we will see you very soon. Sorry about this.
Yep, hang in there and we'll be right back. Hello, welcome back, and we're just in the picking stage once again, and it's just an all pick, so everyone's just picking up the heroes that they had beforehand, and we will not be running through the teams again. I can't imagine, because that's a little bit of a bore running through the teams several times. So if you want to go back and have a look at who was playing who, well, you don't really need to, because you'll see anyway.
Well, I finally want to say Dubas will be on Nature's Prophet and CA will be on the Bounty Hunter. So yay, yes. I finished my Dire section.
There we go.
I'm happy.
There we go. A few minutes later, Vague finally gets to finish off the the list of who's playing who, and we will be jumping back into the game in approximately 10 seconds once this splash screen is gone. And I hate how, even though everybody has chosen all their heroes, we cannot just have the option to jump into the game. It's quite a bore, but here we go, and we are back in. So excellent.
I don't really know. It's not that bad, but I do wonder who's going to win here. Are Imba going to be able to pull off the Storm Spirit kind of? Are Imba going to pull off the Storm Spirit thing, or I mean, is it viable? Are they going to be able to manage if Storm Spirit is going mid and Magnus is going off lane as they are? Ooh, Imba have a nice new banner, but or is he going to be able to dominate the game, or is Ricky and Wisp going to be too effective a combo? They are perfect to go against him, absolutely perfect. Ricky has the Sanjin Yasha as well, that's nice. I love the Sanjin Yasha. Oh, he's got Sanjin Yasha. Mine got converted. I'm not happy with Val for doing that, but he's got the singular item. But they have this combo. It's going to be so effective against M&T if they pull it off. But Storm Spirit is all about fast reactions. If he can ball lightning out of there the second he sees the relocate point, and of course the relocate point is very easy to notice, then Ricky doesn't have that advantage of Wisp. Ricky can only come in by invis, and if knowing M&T, he'll definitely be picking up some kind of invis detection as much as possible. If he starts to get snowballed, he will pick up a gem. But at the moment he will be going mid, of course, but he's just going to stay bottom at the moment because I think he's wanting to go and he's wanting to get a kill in the jungle, although he's not going to get that much because CA and the bounty hunter who's going to be going on the offlane is a bit too more focused on trying to find bot rune, and he gets it, and it's a double damage.
Yeah, MNT getting the null talisman straight away, as well as a little bit of regen. It looks like he is going to be sticking around on bottom lane, maybe with Infamous. He's actually been given a sentry, so MNT, it looks like he is going to be soloing, or he is going to be the main carry, with Rubik and IRQ supporting him, and they're putting Joker in mid on the Lifestealer, coming up against Tony Montana on the puck. And Imba, once again, we see completely shaking it up, and this is going to be extremely interesting.
Well, I hope anyone watching can forgive me for that weirdest lane combo ever, but fair enough, Lifestealer mid, I've never seen it before, but if anyone can do it, it is Imba, and Joker does normally play the mid, so probably should have spotted it anyway. Just thought maybe they're mixing roles up again. Absolutely insane. Do they reckon that Lifestealer is going to be able to beat Puck? Of course, Rage is a great way to avoid all of the spells, so maybe this is another one of those preempted, pre-thought abilities, and with open wounds, he might just pull it off. I have no idea.
Yeah, we see Keeper of the Light is just jungling at the moment with Rubik, just doing everything they can just to continue getting some levels and XP. And I expect if Joker gets too harassed, he's actually going to dive Tony Montana. Tony Montana very, very lucky to get away from that one, but Infamous is coming in with the telekinesis. One telekinesis will get the kill, but he's actually managed to pot up now, and they won't get it in a very nice phase shift to be able to dodge the right click to get back up to full HP. Tony Montana nearly getting caught underneath the tower. Very nice play by Joker to get that open wounds when Tony looked like he was going to get caught. And Infamous actually looks like he's going to be going mid, supporting Joker now to try and help against this puck.
Well, this laning may seem a little bit crazy, but what it actually is the same strategy we've seen Imba being using recently. It's something they're trying to develop, and it's where they're picking carries that can carry potential heroes that can offlane as well, and they're running the supports as constant roamers, and it's worked very nicely in their favor before. We see one of them jungling to the best of their ability, the other one kind of supporting the hero that needs it most, and that's how they're running it. They're going mid a lot. They're putting one or two supports mid to help out whoever's there, and it's proving such an effective and such a strange tactic that's just kind of hitting the semi-pro scene very, very hard.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the way that that Na'Vi have started playing with the two roaming supports, and then getting three on solo lanes just to be able to be okay. I mean, you've got Magnus on a solo right now, Storm Spirit on the solo, and he, as we were saying, I saw Dendy run him in a solo, solo v solo, 1v1, and he managed to get an Orchid in 9 minutes. And if MNT can do that, then that's going to be absolutely insane if MNT can get that very fast, because that's going to absolutely destroy Puck with the big initiation that Storm Spirit can do, being able to pop the Orchid before Puck can get away.
It's a little bit insane. I mean, it seems a little bit like everybody's got the tactics far too much from the European big teams, and don't ever copy Dendi. Just don't ever copy Navi. Just go with exactly what works. But of course, Imba are doing this. They know it works. They've tried it before, and they seem to like this tactic. It's different, and it does make a very weird kind of combination, but MNT is winning this lane. We can look at last hits and denies and see that he is having a great time against Bounty Hunter, 13 last hits compared to only 5, and CA is having to use all of his regen. He had a healing salve originally in 3 tangos, now he only has 2 tangos, and has lost the salve because MNT is really bringing the pain.
Yeah, and it's just the right clicks and being able to just do the mini combos that Storm Spirit can do, just like that. Really bringing CA down, and he's going to continue doing them. And look how much damage it does to CA, and MNT can just continue to regen up with his tangos, while CA really has to use up a lot more because MNT is just really bringing the pain on him right now. And every right click when he uses a spell just does so much damage, putting 2 into overload for that big harass. An extra 50 damage on each right click is an awful log deal. Back in mid, Tony Montana very lucky to get away once again, managing to use the phase shift plus the illusionary orb to dodge IRQ and Infamous coming around to try and get the gank. And Tony Montana getting lucky, but still not doing too bad on farm. 13 and 2. Lifestealer on 19 and 3. Obviously having the better of the lane, but you would expect that because Rubik is here in support as well.
Absolutely, and we can see that Ricky's doing a great job because RR cannot get close. Wisp is constantly around pestering him and is having a horrible time as a result of it. With only 6 last hits, he's not able to even get close to this Ricky, who is also essentially solo laning, but RR constantly on low health. Really having a nightmare here. But
yeah.
Tony Montana is getting attacked again, but of course, the amount of dukes that Puck has means that it doesn't work. He just uses his phase shift, he uses his illusory orb, that famous combo, and gets away. And what else is what else is Lifestealer meant to do when you can't stop it?
Well, yeah, basically at the moment all they're looking to do is just harass Puck down and make sure they pick up the runes so that Tony Montana can't just continually heal himself up and maybe has to stand around and be a bit more defensive. And it's working out. He's nearly completely used up all his regen. He didn't pick up that last rune. Infamous managed to snag the double damage. And Tony Montana is being put on the defensive quite a lot. I mean, he's now 7 last hits behind Lifestealer, and he's 2 denies behind as well. So that's being able to limit his level. He's still only level 5, so he's only about half a level ahead of Joker, even though they've been kind of dual laning there. And it's just looking really, really good for Lifestealer versus the Puck at the moment, just because Infamous is managing to hang around and they're managing to bring on an awful lot of harass. And as soon as Puck runs out of mana, that's when their time is to strike, because with no mana regen, it's gonna come soon.
Absolutely. We see Seema and Ala Madrid actually diving RR. Seema has completely dived under the tower. This is a huge mistake. Skewer, are they going to be able to survive this? They get the kill. Is Seema going to survive? The tower has taken damage from Wisp. Instead, Wisp might fall to the tower. Is that going to be enough? No, he gets away on 5 HP, and Ricky has to put up because he was on something about 20. He's actually going mid. He's got level 6. He's going to try and gank. Or is he? No, he's turning back around. He knows he can't get away with it. And Lifestealer actually going on Tony Montana again, but the combo is too effective. They cannot stop him, although they've used all his regen and is having to bottle crow.
Yeah, and a nice play by Seema and Hala Madrid as well. As when Seema looked like he was going to die to the tower, he actually took the aggro off of himself, and Wisp took it, and then he managed to tether and get away. So very nice play by both of them to be able to actually get away from that one. But what's important is that MNT now has level 6, and as soon as he gets another sentry down in this bottom lane, very dead Bounty Hunter if he manages to jump him, because Bounty Hunter cannot survive against the combo that Storm Spirit brings out at this early level. And back up top, it looks like they want to dive RR again. They're going to surely get him. One more right click from Seema will do the trick. He has Blink back up in 6, doesn't even need it, gets another kill. He's just going to pop invisible now and continue to walk away, and Wisp plus Ricky working perfectly for them. And Tony Montana looks like he's going to be able to get away from this just with an illusionary orb. So
yeah, the illusory orb is up, but he's not using it. He's actually staying in the fight. Look at that. Ricky gets another kill. They are being so effective. It looks like Imba is actually struggling for the first time. We've been casting a few of these BigPoint games, but this time Aurochs are really showing there's something to be messed with, and I think Imba are going to have to step up a little bit more and try and definitely stop this Ricky. They're either mathematical geniuses or the luckiest souls alive for Ricky to and Wisp to have survived that first kill, and it has given them so much that it's going to be such an effective counter. Nature's Prophet has got his regen rune, he's carrying on farming, but M&T is not missing a last hit. He's so accurate. He's actually going. He's got an Null Talisman, he's got a Belt of Strength, he's got his power treads up, and we expect a fast Orchid from him very, very soon.
Well, the reason he went for power treads instead of just rushing the Orchid like I've seen a lot of players actually do recently. A lot of players have just on Storm Spirit just completely forsaken boots altogether in order to pick up a very fast Orchid and then get the boots after because they feel like Orchid is more important. But MNT obviously not one of those players. Feels like he can get boots first just for the extra right click, just for the extra survivability. Then he can start to build his Orchid after that. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see whether that actually works out. We still see Infamous and RRQ just walking around. We've got some Treants chasing Infamous in the jungle. Now they're going to back off as they're about to wilt and die anyway.
Well, we know MNT is normally a player that does build quite defensively. He doesn't like to be too risky. He likes to generally get some strong kind of anything that keeps his health up or gives him the ability to raise his health a little bit more. It's going to give him a little bit more spell power, and he does the little items. There are a lot of players that completely forsake them, but they are so valuable. They can't be forgotten, and it always goes in his favour. But now Joker going on Tony Montana again. There's no way he's going to be able to do anything, but Tony actually stays in. No, he does actually use the I can't remember it. Whatever it is. Teleport. I knew that. Ethereal Jaunt to get away from it. And Ricky is just farming in the jungle. He's got so much farm already. 1.5k in the bank. As fast Diffusal Blade will be so easy for him at the moment. But CA looks like he's going to kill IRQ. Nature's Prophet steals the kill. Nice from him.
Wow, yeah, Prophet. I think Prophet kind of needed to use that because I don't think Bounty Hunter was going to be able to catch him in time. Bounty Hunter only has normal boots, and Keeper of the Light has normal boots as well, but he is so much faster than Bounty Hunter at this stage. Like he could probably have just run away. So I don't think CA was going to be able to get there, and so Prophet obliged and thought, okay, if you're not going to get the kill, I think I'll have it. Prophet gets another kill. That's going to help him a lot. I think he already has his Midas. It's just being sent to him now. That actually managed to get his Hand of Midas, so that's why he actually took that kill.
Absolutely. Joker determined to kill Tony Montana in mid. It's just not working. He's got a lot more farm. He's very successful in his aggressive stance, but it's just not beating him. Puck always finds a route out of it, and they can't stop it. And at top, RR having a nightmare of a time. Only 11 last hits, and Ricky has had free farm and free kills. 2 of them to be precise. It looks like he's actually bought something now, probably the Slippers of Agility. No, the recipe for his magic wand has finished that, and a Blade of Alacrity, so he is going to be getting a Diffusal Blade as fast as possible. But he can take his time. He's having a lovely, absolutely lovely time. Montana is going to turn it around on Joker, though. Joker was too aggressive. He's managed to kill Montana. Now M&T trying to kill Dubas. Dubas tried to come in to kill Infamous as well. But it's turned around. In comes a Ricky with Relocate on the Wisp. M&T may fall. 9 health. He's going to fall surely. Nice dukes, but they can't avoid Nature's Prophet's ulti. And Puck manages to actually get the kill.
Very nice play again by Aurochs, diving around everywhere to get the kill. We see the power of Wisp plus Ricky. Imba try to turn it around, and they ported directly under the tower. They immediate smoke up on the Storm Spirit, and you just can't keep out. You can't keep an eye on everything that's going on. It's way too difficult, and the Wisp combo just absolutely wrecking them so far. Wisp has been one of the heroes that's really worked fantastically for Aurochs so far, being able to pick up the kills for Ricky with the extra move speed at the beginning with Tether, and now the Relocate working so well. Ricky already with two of his Blades of Alacrity. He is going to finish his Diffusal Blade within 2 or 3 minutes. And that is absolutely massive for Aurochs. And I really don't think Imba can deal with it at this stage. They do not have enough. I mean, Storm Spirit is forsaking his... He's going BKB, sorry, and completely forsaking the Orchid.
Yeah, absolutely, and they don't stop farming. Aurochs have actually got very lucky to get the Wisp. Wisp, a hero that's normally insta banned out, and if he's forgotten about, as he so frequently is, then if it's a best of 3, he continues to be banned out after it,
Dire's middle
because he
tower
almost
is
makes
under
a
attack.
carry invincible if they work nicely with him. Chaos Knight in particular, heroes like Chaos Knight, Tiny, and Ricky are so effective. Ricky in particular against any spellcasters, that what can they do against it? It's so powerful, and Ricky's extra attack speed combined with it, plus the agility damage extra from backstab, as everybody naturally just starts running away from him. They can't help it. It's just, you just die from Ricky.
Dire's middle tower is under
They
attack.
Another
can't
kill
handle it.
goes to
Bounty picks
Bounty
off Keeper
Hunter.
of the Light.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
Bounty picks off Keeper of the Light.
in the jungle while Keeper was
Radiant's
trying to
top
get some
tower is
sort of
under
experience and farm. Bounty Hunter just roams in, picks up the kill. Now he
Let's
has
look
his
at top.
phase boots, but back at top, another big kill for the Ricky with the smoke. There's just absolutely no way you can get away from the smoke. RR, sorry, trying to run the opposite direction to get out of it, to skewer as fast as possible, but absolutely nothing happening. Cena gets the kill. And Puck kills off Storm Spirit, which is very big, but looking back at Ricky again, up goes the smoke. Hala Madrid looks like he's going to be falling to Joker. One more right click will do it, although the regen being used so effectively. Natsima wants to try and turn it around on Joker. Do they have the attacks? I think they do. Hala Madrid actually falls to the Keeper of the Light on the back of it. Can Seema kill Joker? No, he can't. He bottles up. Now he wants IRQ. He's going to be picking up IRQ. There's absolutely nothing he can do. One blink will get the kill. There it is. And with no invis detection, Ricky just gets away completely unharmed.
Well, why is there no invis? Now they've finally got some. Like, Joker is going for crazy on Seema. There goes the RP. They really want Seema dead, and they managed to get it. Fade Bolt, and everything was used to just completely destroy it. RP, the rage, the open wounds, Fade Bolt, everything. They just needed to kill Ricky, and now they finally have. He fell for the sentry, and that just went so nicely for them. But it's the only thing that has gone nicely. Everything else has been shut down, and their push is too strong with Nature's Prophet. They're taking down tier 2 bot. They've also almost taken tier 1 top and tier 1 mid. That's Aurochs, that is. Imba being completely shut down. MNT looks like he may fall. Just has to ball lightning out of the trees, because of course that's completely ineffective versus Storm Spirit. But that doesn't matter when Ricky and Wisp are dominating the game. Absolutely dominating. There is nothing here that Imba can really do against it, and you have to wonder, is there any way they can come back to the game? Let's have a look at experience and graph. It's now a little bit past that 10k breaking point for experience, and it's at 8k. It's actually at 9k for Golden, so it's still not gone past the 10k breaking point. If they want to turn it around, it's going to take a few Ricky kills, but they can manage it.
Yeah, but what was very important in that fight is that Ricky managed to buy the rest of his Diffusal Blade before he died, so he's still got his 13-minute Diffusal Blade. And huge problems for Imba because of that, because now he can absolutely just destroy Storm Spirit if he ever sees him. MNT down at bottom. Wisp is hanging around Ricky. It looks like they might want to try something. Are they going to tether up and go for it? The pings come out on Hala Madrid. There's the tether. They're just getting back onto the high ground, so no observer wards can spot them. And where are they going? They want to go somewhere. They want to go for Roshan, maybe. Yes, they've gone straight for Roshan, and Seema's going to be trying to pick this up. The Orchid, no, yeah, Orchid being popped by Dubas on Rosh, so that he can't use any of his abilities. And they're going to be picking up a free Roshan here for Seema on the Ricky.
Well, Imba has no idea, and the overpower, plus the Treants tanking it, means that Seema can always guarantee a backstab. And he's got the Aegis. There we go. The extra gold is going to be so huge, it's going to allow him even more. Here we go, MNT is going to fall easily. There's nothing he can do. Diffusal Blade, MNT falls. Nature's Prophet manages to pick up the kill with his ulti. Absolutely dominated. What can Imba do here?
There's not really much that they've got. I mean, this Ricky plus Wisp absolutely wrecking the game. And I can't, you got to feel for Imba at this stage. They really don't have anything to try and get back into it. I mean, MNT was one of the heroes. He needs to get his very quick, a very quick. Oh, they've actually just went straight up top, and they're going to get another one. Very fast relocate from Wisp, actually. They were killing in mid, and then the relocate popped as soon as they got the kill. So that was a very nice timing by the Wisp. But Ricky picks up 2 more kills, dominating the game so far. But MNT has to get this BKB very soon, but he still only has Ogre Club. He's just not getting it fast enough, and they're going to be taking this tower very easily. Prophet gets even more farm, and Aurochs just go back
Well,
again, and they want Joker into the tower.
well, I don't think they're going to be able to really do anything here. I think Imba have maybe lost. Joker's been shut in by Dubas. Nice port in. He's going to go back around. Ricky has tethered up. He's going on attacking on the creeps. They're going to get Joker easily. Diffuser Blade goes up on Joker. Joker can't do anything. Look how fast he falls. Ricky takes the kill because Overcharge is OP. Oh my goodness. Overcharge is overpowered. There we go. And Imba might have to just call it. They can't fight this. They've snowballed too hard. Seema has got 3k in the bank. He can buy anything that he wants. M&T is just trying to get a little bit of harass off, but he can't do anything here.
Well,
And the tracker's gone off an M&T, so they always know where he is. They can relocate on him at will.
I think calling it at this stage may be a little bit presumptuous, especially seeing that they still have the Magnus RP plus the Storm Spirit being able to ball lightning through it from a massive distance, and that's a lot of damage. That's at least 600 magic damage minus the rest of MNT's combo while they're stunned. So there's absolutely no reason why they can't get back into this game. They just need to get a good RP, a good skewer, a good reverse polarity, and then Storm Spirit can dive in with the big combo, and they can try and get an easy kill there.
Well, Ricky has picked up an Eagle Song, so he's got even more damage than before. CA started to go on Imba, and they instantly just tried to attack him back, but in goes Puck. Ricky and Ricky blinks in, gets the kill on Keeper, gets the kill on Rubik. Joker may actually kill Seema, even in the smoke. Is Seema going to be able to do it? He infests, he comes out. Is he going to be able to do it? Tether stun. Seema kills Lifestealer, and the GGs are called. There we go. I did say it's going to be impossible with the amount of farm. And if we looked at net worth, all of them are above Imba. All of them, even before the disconnects, all of them were above Imba. It's just too much.
Yeah, they needed that fight to go well. They absolutely needed to try and get something there, but nothing happened, and we are going to be going on to the next game. Hopefully you'll be joining us. It should be a very good one. We'll be back very soon. I am Just Delicious. With me, as always, is Vague Raconteur. As soon as the Ancient falls, when Rubik disconnects, we will be going straight into the lobby for game 2.
Absolutely. Strangely enough, are reconnecting, and not sure why. There we go. Rubik disconnects. Magnus disconnects too. We will see it soon. I am, of course, Fake Sir. We'll put you on our lovely, beautiful splash page, and then we will see you very, very shortly. Just the second this Ancient falls, which won't be long now. It takes them a minute because Valve likes to give them a chance to come back.
Yeah, even though all 5 players have disconnected, it still takes a minute to blow it up, just in case, maybe a LAN or such. So as soon as this has been dropped, we'll flick it over to the splash screen now, and we will see you very soon in the next game for the next lobby.